Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Spoop. Happy Thanksgiving. I've got a very special Thanksgiving video for you today, and that is Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead, which I watched on Tubi. As per usual on Let's Talk Spoop, we break things into 6 separate categories. Those 6 separate categories are story, acting, music, atmosphere, look, and finally, creep. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into Poultrygeist. Story. Nothing in the world could have prepared me for this movie. This movie is ridiculous. It is a Troma movie, which I wish I'd known before I watched it, because maybe that would have helped to prepare me for this. But essentially, we're following Arby, who is working at the new AFC, American Fried Chicken restaurant, to get back at his high school girlfriend, who's now a lesbian and is protesting said chicken restaurant being built on an aerial Indian burial ground, which had a sign on it that said that if you violate these Indian burial grounds, you will be punished by the full extent of ancient tribal law. Um, and then everything just goes crazy. Essentially, eventually, uh, everybody becomes a zombie human chicken hybrid that goes on a orgy slash killing rampage. Yeah, very original. I'll give it that. Is it a good story? Absolutely not. Uh, is it an original story though? Definitely. So I gave it a 3. Acting. Acting in the okay. Like I said, nothing could have prepared me for this movie because not only is it this weird off the wall concept, but it's also a friggin' musical. And the acting is bad. So bad. But it's gotta be on purpose, right? So, bearing that in mind, I gave it a 3 because the acting has gotta be bad on purpose because of the concept and what you're working with. At least I assume as much. Music. It's a musical. And I love horror musicals. 5 out of 5. Atmosphere. Oh, there's a lot of nudity in this, and it's not always appropriate. There's just a lot of really gross things that happen throughout this movie. Uh, if you're gonna watch this, don't eat before, during, or after. 3 out of 5. Look, this movie's gross. It's so gross. There's vomiting, there's exploding bodies, there's a man getting a mop shoved through his rectum and out his pee hole. It's gross. 4 out of 5 for look because my stomach was churning watching this. It's just disgusting. Oh, creep. Well, it's not scary because it's a musical horror comedy, but it is really gross and it makes your skin crawl. So 1.5. I'll give it a little bit above a 1. So we tally up those scores. We get a 3.25 out of 5. However, I do want to give you a disclaimer. I enjoyed the hell out of this movie. However, this movie is incredibly offensive. Just, I can't describe how offensive this movie is. I'm very glad that my wife and daughter were not in the house when I watched this movie because it is bad. If you are anything other than a straight white agnostic or atheist, there is something in this movie to offend you. And I thought it was hilarious. But that's my sense of humor. It might not be yours. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this movie if you've seen it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're trying to reach 5,000 subscribers. We're getting close, but we're not quite there yet. And with that, okay, thanks, bye.